Bruv.
Oh man.
Where
are we?
Do we have a? Are we just winging it, or do we have
The red light is on,
Oh, it is.
Where the fuck are we?
and we're fucking back
Holy shit!
Yeah, but I'm still trying
with
to figure
the
out the fuck we are.
goddamn vengeance.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh man, you really do not want to know what the fuck has been happening.
you
You
miss
don't,
us?
do they not? Do they want to know, or do they not want to know?
I think they want to know.
we can't talk about it like Phil can't talk about his former.
Phil
employer.
talks about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about.
Sure he does.
True, but still, it's like court.
Court.
Yeah. Damn, life's too short.
What do you?
Yo, we gotta
Fuck it.
we gotta really like we have some apologies to make,
Oh yeah.
honestly, because we really misjudged a situation. But first of all, welcome back to Legit Heat. I am your sexy boy of a host, Jimmy Luca. To my right,
Man, we all sexy.
another sexy boy of a host,
I am the Scotty Mac.
and then to his right,
It's me.
another
Gary.
sexy boy of a host. You're a Shawn Michaels guy, right? I hope.
Yeah,
You're not a Bret Hart guy.
Who the fuck, man? Fuck Bret Hart.
No.
We gotta just put that out there again, you know, because
It's for
We gotta
forever
remind
and always
people.
fuck Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, it's been fuck Hulk Hogan.
I think I'll put fuck Hulk Hogan before Hart. Nah, I'll put fuck Bret Hart over Hulk.
How
Hogan.
Yeah,
the fuck?
really? I don't know about that.
Motherfucker, At least Bret Hart's not a racist.
Yeah,
That's true.
that is true.
He's
He's not a bigot.
He's just a grumpy Canadian.
He's so bland though.
He almost wrote the N-word on a truck back in the day.
He did.
He really had.
I
black
fucking
spray
love
paint.
that picture.
Man,
It's so bad, but it's so fucking
man,
funny.
fuck Hulk Hogan.
My other favorite picture is let me beat that ass with you, brother. And he's got the
the
fucking
dreads.
the New York Yankees Scully on his head.
Shut the hell up.
Oh my
This
god.
man is way too happy. He looks like a little league coach right now because he got Juan
Yeah,
Soto.
we got Juan Soto in this bitch, motherfucker. You see this big Goldie? That's how we feeling. That's what the Yankees are doing next year.
I mean,
we'll
for
see
your
about
sake,
that.
I hope so.
I hope so too. There's a lot of expectations.
definitely won't be the Red Sox. So
But back to wrestling.
the old grapple machine.
Yeah, no. It's been too long. We haven't
Man,
talked too much about it.
have we missed anything? I feel like not much has happened in the last 3 months. I'm just kidding. There's been a shit ton.
We
the world is
misjudged.
upside down, and we are in a new multiverse of wrestling.
We
Oh,
misjudged a situation horribly.
Yeah,
And I want to break it down just right off the bat because why not? If you guys are in agreement.
Oh, yeah, no, of
Because
course.
we're doing the show off the cuff. Like we're like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do it.
Yeah, we're in a brand new universe, literally a whole new space.
So we are no longer the East Providence Later Gators,
Yeah.
but we are most certainly the Providence Later Gators.
yes, we are.
Or is this Branston?
We're very close
I'm
to.
gonna check.
I like.
We're
Branston.
very close
I
to
think
Cranston
we're
slash
on-
Branston.
I
We're
think-
on the border.
I think we're on the line.
I like.
We
Branston.
literally
That kind of
are.
has a-
We
has a
we
rhyme
have
to it.
business in the nice city of Cranston slash Branston.
You know.
Yeah, like shout out Cranston. Like
Providence. We moved from East Providence
to Providence.
to Providence. So we are now the Providence Later Gators. It happens. It happened with the Raiders. It happened with, the Rams. It happens.
it happened with the
every-
Oakland A's, who are now the Las Vegas A's.
Someone offered us
Yeah, it is.
too good of a spot because clearly this is an upgrade. I
It,
mean, I don't know
it
if you
definitely
noticed,
is.
but
The budget went up. The
the
couch
big
and
dog.
couch house.
What's with the big dog with the Stone Cold Steve Austin? This room is on crack, and I love it.
I don't know, but he's kept looking at me so weird, and I'm just like, "Fuck you, dude! I'm about to fight you after this."
well,
Can
we
I
had
fight him
to-
on camera?
You
Like,
could fight
I
him on
will.
camera.
Like, fuck that guy.
You're fighting him a lot before camera.
Yeah, man, I was beating his ass. Fuck him. But yeah, no, it's
Suffering
been a lot of.
succotash Roman Reigns.
Yeah, man, fuck him. It's crazy.
Phil Brooks is back, baby.
Yeah.
And we're all fans again. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys can tell in my voice when we last did these podcasts, where I was very, very disappointed in Pepsi Phil. And it was a situation, let's break this down, all jokes aside, where it just easily looked a certain way because it was like a similar situation almost.
Yeah.
But we left a lot of factors out when we were breaking this down the same way as the rest of the world,
I think so.
where we completely left out the fact that Cody was in WWE, and I don't know if we had his documentary by then out at the time.
I don't think he did.
Where he had that little bit in the documentary where they had asked him, why did you leave AEW?
Yeah.
And he said he couldn't say it.
And he said he couldn't say, but that it had something along the lines to do with unprofessional. You know,
He said it was like something along the like not criticism, but like creative, and it was a management decision. I think he said.
right.
So I mean, that leads me to believe like, yeah, I mean, granted, this is Tony's first time running a company, and it's been 4 years. So yeah, of course, there's going to be a lot of fuck ups in the first couple of years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I just really think this shows the lack of discipline that Tony may have.
Oh no, yeah,
And I hate to say it because I mean, even I feel like watching Dynamite last night, it was probably the first time, and maybe like, I mean, there was still some good matches, like the women killed it, I thought, and then of course Moxley and Roosh knocked the crap out of each other, but like I just feel like I feel like I'm watching, not watching WWE, but I just feel like I'm not paying attention to the product.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you paid attention to something that I mentioned in our group chat earlier, but I was just like, I kind of broke it down where I finally figured out why AEW is the way that it is, where it literally just focuses on the pure wrestling. It's a pure like dream, basically. It always has been, always will be, because Tony is such a fan of the New Japan like model and how they do that. Obviously, that's how they've always been. They've always just focused on the wrestling.
I mean, NXT tried doing the tournament thing a couple months ago, but that no one gave a shit about that.
I think
no, they didn't. But at the same time, it's like WWE overall, they're so good with storytelling, and
that's
the wrestling also complements it. We like to be in a visual world, in a conflict of sorts with whoever's in it, like whether it's Roman and LA Knight or anyone else. It's like we love that shit, and they're very good at it. AEW was just made for literal wrestling, but at the same time, it's like they're also very nostalgic. Tony is a mark at heart, no matter what.
He's one of the few promoters that still acknowledges wrestling's history. Not that WWE doesn't, but they're very selective on what they. I mean, granted, though, the past couple, like I think it was last Monday, the Monday before, they mentioned Jericho, which I didn't think they were going to.
Yeah,
because they didn't the week before when it was an Intercontinental match. I forgot who it was. It was Gunther and somebody. Oh no, it was Miz and Gunther when Miz was trying to break Jericho's record.
Yes.
Michael Cole mentioned nothing of Jericho, but then like next week the next sentence he did. So I'm glad that they're starting to do that. I feel like as long as you can like acknowledge what brought you to this place, like that's fine, you know. But like, the whole thing with Punk is like we kind of know how he's like, so we know how his side might have been. But like, what if the Bucks were kind of like, because like they've never been in a big company like this before.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that they were, you know, in the wrong here, or any, you know, one person was in the wrong more than the other. But like,
no,
you know, like they're not used to how shit should go.
And apparently their run-in with WWE didn't go so smoothly with Booker T. I don't know if you guys remember that situation.
I think so, yeah. I mean, even in TNA, they had an issue there when they were Generation Me.
I think it's safe to say that the Bucks are a problem. And I love the Bucks, and it's hard for me to say, but I think that they're an issue. I don't want to throw. I feel, and we just break this shit down like everybody else. We're not fucking, you know, SRS and fucking whatever. But
he kind of sucks. But whatever. Fuck you, Sean.
Wow.
And we know you're listening. So
he literally just dropped the mic on you.
He subscribes to my Fightful fucking. Honestly, real quick, I did that for like a month, and it was, no offense, Sean, but it was crap. It was not worth
How much did you pay for that?
It was $5.
Oh, okay. You didn't lose too much, but still,
exactly.
That's $5 you'll never get
you
back.
You get more out of the if you know, you know, and I can't mention
100% you do, yeah.
You 100% do.
I'm not wearing a shirt, but
I'm not either. I don't think you're the only one wearing a wrestling shirt today.
No, I am too, but it's cold right now. I'm getting
Take your fucking shirt off.
Take a shirt off.
God dang it.
It's just me, Oos.
Yeah, at least
but honestly,
yeah, we got similar ones. Mine's horror though.
Oh man,
look at that guy. Look at that. If you know, you know, motherfucker.
Made me take my shirt off.
Yeah,
it was great.
Take it off.
Take it off.
I don't think Kenny's part of that, and maybe it's maybe it's bias, but
well, I mean, why do you think they stopped doing being the elite?
Now it's being the Dark Order,
right? Which I mean, they were the only good part of that being elite after in the later weeks anyway. But I was a big fan of being elite. I thought it was very fun because it was kind of like a backstage kind of look of like how they were and stuff. But yeah, I mean that's the other thing too. They also could be just very thick-headed and of,
There's a lot of egos, and
there's always
it's
egos in
basically
the sport,
a pissing contest. And in a sense, they kind of feel as if they won because Punk is no longer in AEW. But after a while, it was kind of like, you know what? I started to really think, just like you guys, like maybe he wasn't really the problem after all. Like, yeah, he did all that stuff to get the fuck out of there, and not in the best way ever. Like, he could have asked for his release if he really wasn't happy with certain scenarios. But it's like they kind of put you on top a lot. So it's like, in terms of how he reacted, like, yeah, he does have a fault to it, but also, like, I have to kind of look at the deeper scope. It's like, yeah, there's two sides to every story.
That's true. Because I feel like we were very heavy. I feel like at the time the wrestling scope was very anti-Punk.
We had a podcast called Vince Was Right.
Yeah, we did.
Or Triple H Was Right. One of the two.
Yeah.
This podcast has to be called CM Punk Was Right.
Phil was right.
Because
Phil was right.
he had his, let's break this shit down. Like, he did have his reasons for being disgruntled and all of that. They both did. I think when it comes to WWE and CM Punk, they both had their reasons. Because there's certain things from that podcast that we did where we were kind of attacking Punk for what he was mad at. And I'm not taking any of that back.
No, we said what we said.
Yeah,
I said what I said. I think that there's breaking down the WWE and CM Punk situation real quick again. It's like, on one side, CM Punk has a right to be disgruntled with how hurt he was and how they were just giving him fucking Z-Packs for everything, and Ryback being a fucking idiot, and the fact that WWE was just continuing to not only employ him but continuing to hurt Punk.
Yeah.
By the way, because you
Enable
mentioned
him.
Ryback, did anyone check if he's actually retired now?
He's a fucking idiot.
Fuck Ryback.
Ryback needs to be canceled.
Yeah.
Not canceled. Just
The
someone needs to
Ryback.
beat his ass. Like,
No,
someone needs to beat him with a
he needs to
drum or
like
something.
not. If you're if you're a fucking wrestling promotion booking Ryback, I'm gonna assume
I'm judging you.
that you're mentally disabled.
I've been to some very indie shows.
So you're
and
saying
it's
he'll
like-
probably show up in the NWA?
Billy Corgan should know better than
Sorry,
to ever
Billy.
do that to him. Than to do
I
that to
mean,
himself.
bro.
Sorry.
Where's the lie? Right?
Hold on.
But
This guy booked fucking Funkasaurus.
Tyrus.
Yeah,
Tyrus,
Tyrus,
yeah.
or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, Funk.
I forgot what his name was in WWE right now. Like I knew,
Isn't it
but
Funkasaurus?
Let's play.
fuck Tyrus.
Bro, yeah,
Bro,
that motherfucker.
Funky's gonna roll.
Fucking cocksucker, bro. What a waste.
That guy.
Dark
Big
times.
waste.
Listen, I remember they hyped him up so much, and like Naomi was
the backup dancer.
for
Yeah.
that. And it's funny because I feel like it's always the like it was him and Tensai Albert in a tag team.
Oh my god.
They did Albert so dirty.
Dark
They did.
fucking time.
The only reason they
Telling
paired the two
me.
together is because they both had weird ass tattoos all over their bodies. But other than that, I don't think.
Oh no. The ones on Albert were fake. At least.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
they were.
At least the ones that kind of refer to like
On his
Chinese
forehead,
lettering and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like if he has any, then right now, then yeah, those are obviously real. But back then, fake.
No, you're right. That's right.
Yeah.
Bro. Where was I right now? Oh,
Yeah, see- yeah,
back.
Phil
he
was
had
right.
he had his reasons for being mad. It's one of those things where like both sides had their reasons for feeling the way they felt. Like Triple H and Vince McMahon, I don't take this back. Like Triple H and Vince McMahon, their plans for Punk didn't line up with what
he
Punk wanted. And at that point, it's like, dude, on their side, and I'm sure they had this conversation. They had to have had this conversation for him to be back now,
Right.
where they can mutually understand each other. Because on Vince and Triple H's part, and I don't, again, I don't take this back. It's the fact that why couldn't you just wrestle Triple H that year at Mania? Why wouldn't it have worked out?
Yeah.
It was long-term storytelling before they were doing the long-term storytelling
right.
that they're doing now. Because the CM Punk and Triple H thing was brewing for
He
fucking...
probably just didn't trust him, which I mean,
Probably.
Yeah.
after the stuff that he went through, I guess I don't blame him. But like at the same time, yeah, I mean, could the situation been have handled better? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like also CM Punk kind of saw the product as to where it is now, and he said, "I can actually benefit from going back here again. Like obviously mend some fences and
Yeah.
make amends with a lot of people in many different ways.
I mean,
And I feel like that's what he ended up doing. Like, he really had to be the bigger man and be like, hey, I was wrong for a lot of the shit that happened when I left and all the shit that I was talking like afterwards. But I can be the bigger man and be like, hey, I was wrong on a certain degree. I know a lot of shit has changed here.
If you think about it, I mean, he's the reason for the landscape changing because of the Danielsons.
Oh, yeah.
Seth Rollins, like the Ambrose. You know, like I don't think those people would have been as big as they are without him being like, hey, let's promote like just everyone and like just as long as they're good, you know.
No, yeah, and that's why I'm excited to see where him and Seth end up going. I don't know if that'll be the first thing that he does. Most likely will be the whole Mania thing because obviously people have that theory of like, oh, night one could be him and Seth main eventing for that title, and then night two could be if it all comes to fruition, Cody versus Roman 2. Yeah.
But I mean, devil's advocate is night one really the main event?
I mean, if we really get that far, like if that's really the plan, like unless
I don't think it is.
It's just CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for no title. Like it's just a straight up singles match.
Is this what we're talking about now? We're going with the whole what's the plans going forward?
I mean, hell yeah, it's a good transition if you don't.
It is a good transition. No, 100%. The only other thing I was gonna add, which I think we already covered all the bases on that side because we broke down CM Punk and WWE once more now that we see the bigger picture. But I think CM Punk was completely right with the in the WWE versus CM Punk situation. They both had their faults, but when it comes to CM Punk versus AEW, CM Punk was right. That place is a fuck. I can't even take it seriously. I don't see MJF staying.
I see.
No.
I think he's still. I think
he's staying.
You think so?
Yeah,
he's definitely staying.
I'm a hard no.
I mean, I think Andrade's leaving when his deal's done.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's been two comments lately in the media. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's from one from Jericho, one from Jade. Apparently, like Jericho said something along the lines of where he thinks that everyone should work for Vince McMahon for at least 6 months, as like far as like professional stuff.
I saw
and then the other ones, what Jade said was about how professional WWE was, which I think probably is not. I mean, not intentional shade, but shade nonetheless towards how AEW was.
Bro, I'm after this or probably in a few once we get done discussing, I'm gonna tell you a little theory that me and another one of my friends had about her and why she still hasn't debuted.
Because AEW.
What's the theory?
Well, it's probably like, you know how in AEW she had that Goldberg-like streak?
Yeah.
She had that Goldberg-like streak.
Right.
Like she only had like maybe 5 or so minute matches like that. If you really like in terms of like a minimum,
true.
Right.
So it's kind of like
quick.
they probably saw her go to the PC, like Triple H and them saw her go to the PC and like, all right, show us what you got, and it wasn't that good.
That could be the other side.
They're kind of like dissecting it week by week in terms of like to get her up to snuff to actually be quality material in terms of like wrestling wise. Because if anything, it's like
that's true. I mean,
she could kick, she can run, she looked pretty.
I mean,
Goldberg.
If you look back at her 60-something match streak, like yeah, most of them were smaller women. For the most part.
Exactly. It was a lot of squashes up until she won the TBS one. And then it was still the same shit, basically.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
yeah,
you're getting a diamond in the rough in a sense. I'm not saying that Jade is not someone that is going to be a fucking star. But right now, she has a lot of work to do in that ring, on the mic too, because she could
Who said it was open mic night, bitch?
Oh, Jesus Christ. But that's my little 2 cents on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Because me and him talked about that. It was hilarious. We also compared her to Lex Luger, but I'm like,
oh my god, I can subscribe to that theory though about her not being up to WWE's.
They signed her like right now. Unfortunately, they signed that woman off of clout.
Sure did.
Yeah, they did.
They signed her off of clout. They'll get her up to snuff, but right now they don't know what the fuck they're doing with her. They basically have a nice fancy Maserati. With no key.
With a Honda Civic engine.
No, I'm kidding. It has everything. It's brand new. Nice. They just don't want the key for some odd reason.
Yeah, fair. Don't know how to operate it.
They literally lost the fucking key. They lost the main key and they lost the spare key. Why? We don't know, but we'll figure that out eventually. But that's my 2 cents on that one, and it's But
as far as
however she felt about that, like if she really felt as if AEW was a bit unprofessional, like
sure, it probably
there is some validity to that, just because everything that like Punk went through, for example, but. It's just more of the fact that it's just.
I mean, who knows? What if that was the reason why Cody left? You know what I mean? Like,
That's
what
another
if
thing.
What if he like was starting to feel his relationship with the Bucks and everything was kind of
that's what I got
faltering.
from the documentary when he said that little comment. It was very like you couldn't really. It was one of those comments that it could mean anything, but especially with the Punk situation happening after, the two kind of help you understand each other
a little bit. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
And I don't know, and I you guys know I fucking love the Elite, like for years. Like we've loved the Elite since fucking
2016.
Since we were doing Main Event Club before, like, bro. But what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, and the good Christian boys are, not too good of Christian boys.
Sorry to alienate any religious people out there, but Christian people aren't always that nice.
They're not.
So
I can.
There's some of the worst people in this country. I'll say that, and then I'll
for
stop.
that. Yeah. So
Yep.
we might drop a listener or two. And
Oh my god, that's coming from someone that went to a
alright.
goddamn Catholic school for 8 years.
Yeah, I
Jeez, 8
was
years?
raised a
What the
Christian,
fuck?
but you know what?
9 years. You've got pre-K.
Oh damn, not pre-K.
Anyway,
What is the net? We know there's so many fucking things that came out about what CM Punk's plans are for Mania, but what is the next, like the absolute next step, and then we'll get there.
Royal Rumble. Whether it's he has a match there or he's actually in the Rumble match.
That's what's settling in for me too. Is like, is that really gonna be his first match at the Rumble?
Yeah, I mean,
Because that's what's settling in for me, and I'm like,
I think so.
damn.
there's nothing that he needs to do this month aside from talk and build something.
Yeah.
And then January will come along. He'll have more time to build upon what he's trying to do and obviously like solidify what exactly he's going to do. And yeah, no, that'll make sense. Because figuratively, the only guy I see winning that Rumble is Cody Rhodes. He's not going to enter number 30. He's most likely going to enter somewhere in the middle. Hell, if they make him go number 1 and have him pull a Rey Mysterio / Rhea Ripley, I would be in shock and awe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I've been telling people all along, we are going to see Rock and Cena part 2 with him and Roman. Like I kept telling it, I kept screaming into the heavens, and look where we are.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I do think I have a crazy next couple steps for Punk.
give it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Give me what I want.
I do think that we saw the whole Punk versus Roman just like trash talk and subs, and even as far as like t-shirts when he was in AEW and Roman was like fucking peaking in WWE. The whole needle mover thing and all of that. I think that at some point they have to do Punk and Roman, and I think Royal Rumble would be great for that.
I mean, I was gonna say because I don't think Seth is first for Punk.
No, he can't be.
I think
because then
Roman
you would
is.
have to. Yeah, that's all right. We're on the same
think Roman
page.
is.
Because I think that Seth and Punk, let's talk about the fact that there's so many fucking like predictions for and like people throwing things in the hat for WrestleMania, and it's not even just people throwing things. These are things that are getting like leaked out from WWE possibilities. Punk versus Stone Cold, Punk versus Seth Rollins, and there was one more that I can't think off the top of my head. Maybe it was Punk versus Roman, but I think Roman and the Rock is locked in at Mania. We can all agree on that.
Is it real?
I mean, I don't.
Okay, if we're going down that rabbit hole again, that means Roman needs to lose that title.
You guys don't-
between
you guys
January
don't think-
and the beginning of March.
You guys don't think that Roman and the Rock is locked in for Mania?
I don't.
No,
think so.
no. I believe you on that one. He just needs to drop that title.
I think
It is not for a title. It is not something that needs to be for a title. Why? Because let's say
No, it doesn't need to be for a title.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
because then it's like, what if, for example, The Rock ends up beating him And then it's like, oh shit. What the fuck?
Dwayne gets another
Then
run
Dwayne's champion again in 2024. I was
And
like, what the fuck?
Now CM Punk can beat The Rock for the title. There we go. There we go. That's it.
Regardless of where he ends up, and he's gonna be on SmackDown this week, right?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be there.
Yep.
We will be there.
Paul Heyman's on the same show.
I can't
That's
wait for
CM
that.
Punk.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, the wise man.
me
And remember in his first promo, he mentioned the wise man.
He did.
There's a reason why he's on SmackDown. I don't think Punk's there to. I'm gonna fucking crawl my way to the top. He's CM Punk. He's going straight for the big dog, and it's gonna be one of those things where people are gonna complain because it's gonna be his first match back, probably at Royal Rumble, and he'll take the L to the big dog.
Most likely. If it does end up being Roman versus Punk at the Royal Rumble for the said title, that would be interesting.
Because I'm just assuming, because I really don't, and I'm leaving something big out. Obviously, Randy and Roman at the Royal Rumble is the safe and obvious choice.
That is another thing too. Is like we can't take away from that. Randy having that match with Roman, like 1-on-1, I want that. Maybe even potentially Randy beating the fuck out of him and actually winning the title for the 14th time.
15th?
No, it'd be 14th. You know what?
Let's fact check it. Actually, speaking of Randy Orton, I did listen to an Impulsive today where that he was on.
How was it?
Really good, actually. And you know how I feel about Logan Paul. So.
Did he talk about when he ripped that urinal at the stall in Cape Town?
No, he did not. I don't think.
I mean, he should have, because I really want to know who did it.
You know, it was
hey,
him.
I want to know who did it too.
Who did this? Jesus Christ. No, he did tell. He told some good stories. I thought it was fun. He told a story about how Brock Lesnar went ass over tea kettle for the first time running the ropes. Like he didn't hook the. You
right. He's already 14 time.
I know.
From handshakes.
It's 14 time.
Yep, 14 time.
Wow.
It'll be 14.
Yeah, as of the last time when he beat Drew in 2020.
Right, so it'll be 15.
Yeah, so it'll be 15. Wow, he's getting close.
Yes, he is.
Then again, no one will really go to 17.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted to give that to Cena just so when Flair eventually, because they want someone else to be the new 16 time.
It'll probably end up being Charlotte.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, she'll get that. She's almost there. She's a 14 time at the moment, I think.
No, she's 15.
Is she 15?
14 or 15?
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Yeah, I won't fact check that because I know it's one of the two.
Yeah.
Who do you guys have locked in as like Punk's first opponent?
I think it's Roman.
It should be
Yeah.
Roman.
The Randy thing just throws it off though because he's got the whole like going after the bloodline thing right now. That's the thing that has me kind of like
Yeah.
I just think that WWE likes to do this thing where they have this new plaything in CM Punk and Cody's going to tell his story somewhere else or somewhere down the line, but not right now.
Yeah, no, Cody will finish the story. I cannot wait to stop saying that shit. For the love of fucking God,
I'm sure
I
he
hate
is, too.
those words. That very statement, those 3 words, I want them deleted from everyone's vocabulary after April.
I don't know
really
if it's going to happen in April, but we'll see.
If Cody Rhodes does not win that title at Mania next year, he's probably going to need to get the fuck out of WWE again and retire and go to politics like he wants to.
It does have to happen at Mania.
It's not about beating Roman, though. It's about the title.
The title, yeah.
I know,
exactly.
but still, it's like, can we, for the love of God, what more does Roman have to prove?
No, that's
Like,
that's fair.
we are literally living in the second era of fucking Bruno Sammartino. We are literally seeing Bruno Sammartino reincarnated
I agree,
in Roman Reigns.
And I've become a huge Roman mark. But
Oh, yeah, we all have, but still.
it's done. Yeah, it's done.
Like,
we gotta
bro,
wrap it up.
I mean,
like,
is he
for
breaking?
real.
The question now is he breaking Hogan's record, which is next?
Man, fuck Hogan.
Which I mean, of course, always fuck Hulk Hogan, but
yeah,
like,
fuck Hulk Hogan.
With
He
that
racist.
said, he
And a
probably
bigot.
has to.
and that would be 2025, be next WrestleMania.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
On God,
if you want him to
here's-
wrestle another 10 matches in the next year and a half,
Here's my thing.
That's the only thing I don't like, though, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Wait, what don't you like?
We get the quality when he does, but he just doesn't do it often.
He's not showing up often, and it's not like hating on Roman. It's more
No.
so like I genuinely want to see more of Roman again. You know, we were we were seeing like a good amount from him, and then they got all the talent they have now. So thank God for that. But
Right, true.
He got too big, and then he started to make the rules for himself, because that's what happens when you get too big.
Right.
You get too good, and then you start to say, hey, I know my worth, and you guys know my worth, and you guys are actually willing to give me what the fuck I want. So what I want is less time in this bullshit place because I've already spent way too much time here. I got kids, specifically twins.
Okay, Heath
the
Ledger.
fuck I look like being in here with these sweaty ass motherfuckers every single day of the year. I got a hot ass wife at home. I got an island of
Slater.
relevancy.
Heath Slater.
Heath Slater, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least his kids are
I
probably
have
pretty.
a sad reality. Speaking of like an abundance of talent, which WWE has right now.
Yeah, they do.
I don't. One guy who's not touching a lick of gold anytime soon with all of these Randy back,
Oh Jesus!
fucking Roman still in
think
there.
I know.
I know.
CM Punk
I
is
know.
back.
I know who you're talking about. And
Cody,
it's sad.
L.A. Knight. It's not happening.
Or he just gets the U.S. title from Logan Paul.
With
Eh,
I
what
can't
the
believe
fuck was
I can't believe I'm gonna say this,
Like,
but unfortunately with the reach that guy has, I don't think they're taking that title off him anytime soon.
nah, they're not.
Yeah, no. I mean, this is kind of like the best scenario. And it's like, yeah, you gave Logan Paul a title, but now it's like, what? Now you have a part-timer with a mid-card title. The fuck is up with that? You're not taking off a title off of Gunther anytime soon.
No,
Like, it makes my head
I mean
hurt.
yeah, no, I mean that's fair, that's true. I mean, because Logan Paul is definitely not full time.
He's not.
He's
He
not.
has other shit
He's
to do.
popping up tomorrow though.
Is he?
Is he
On
really?
He's popping up on SmackDown. I
Okay.
think.
Wow,
I think from what I
he's over here
heard,
in Rhode Island. Wow.
from what I heard, he was in Worcester. Worcester's pretty.
Fair.
Yeah, Worcester stinks.
Like Providence is actually like pretty lit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been to Worcester for two different reasons: to see Tyler the Creator and Party Next Door. Great times, by the way, but still.
I went to a SmackDown in Worcester the last time they were there, and he was there. He was.
that's right.
It was for Roman.
Yeah,
I still want to see a Woo Sox game next year.
I don't-
Down.
I will say Worcester holds a
on.
special place in my heart, but yeah, there's some of the bars there are a little sketchy, but they're fun.
Sketchy. I mean, at least it's not as bad as Fall River
yeah, that's fair.
or what other places next to
New
it?
Bedford.
Oh God,
Fucking
myself.
New
Bedford.
Bedford.
Oh God. Oh.
Though the only thing we do like about New Bedford is Kojo's Toy World, which check them out if you're a collector.
Yeah.
Nice shameless
yeah.
plug.
Fire. Oh, you were telling me about
Yeah,
that
yeah, I was
spot.
talking about them.
Right.
Shout out.
Right.
Shout out. But yeah, no, it's. Hey man, if Logan, I don't know what you're doing at the SmackDown, but let's grab a drink.
I mean, we went from getting like 4 mech matches to having Punk, maybe Logan Paul. So I mean, it could be interesting. I said it'd be interesting. It could be interesting. I don't know,
No, it should be.
but
Should be. But
So if you had to pick like one hard
yes,
answer,
who is Punk? facing?
Randy or who's getting Roman next, Randy or Punk?
Randy, it makes more sense.
I'm still saying Punk. Punk and Roman.
I've been very wild card this year, and a lot of times it's worked out for me. I'm gonna say Punk.
Or how about both?
Hey, you know what?
I mean, maybe.
Gotta give the people what they want.
We don't get that's a good point. We don't get triple threats anymore in WWE.
Not a lot.
We really
Anyway,
don't.
yeah.
We need to.
We don't
Where's
have.
the-
We haven't
Restore the
had.
feeling.
We haven't had like. I could be dead wrong. I mean, no. We had the last one I remember that was like huge was like Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns.
Right. Yes.
Before that, the other one I could remember, and I'm sure there's been one in between. Like I'm just bringing up examples here. WrestleMania 24, Cena, Triple
Michaels.
H, and Randy Orton.
Oh, no, Michaels, Triple H, and Cena. You're thinking of Orton, Angle, and Ray.
No, WrestleMania 24 in Orlando.
Cena,
Triple H,
Orton? I thought it was Cena, Triple H, and Michaels.
Cena won the Royal Rumble
Yeah.
at Madison Square Garden
Yes.
that year
Yeah.
after coming back, and Randy Orton was champion.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
And
it was
Triple
for the
H
world, it was for the
somehow-
world heavyweight,
yes.
right? Okay. Yep. Yeah.
No, for the WWE, because the World Heavyweight that year was Edge versus Taker.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
Okay.
I still no.
you're thinking of Survivor Series, Shawn, Triple H, and Cena.
No, that was Mania.
No,
Jeez.
Well?
I promise you. It was supposed to be a Mania though. That's probably what you're
fact
thinking
check
about.
it.
You can fact check it
fact check
if
it,
you
hold
want.
Hey man, fact check it.
Scotty, I'm pulling a Scotty on
You
you.
are.
Right
He's
now.
pulling a Scotty on Scotty.
Scotty on Scotty on Scotty.
But the point is, while he's fact checking me,
WrestleMania
is,
24.
yes, they don't do triple threats like that anymore.
No, they definitely don't. They
That'd be
definitely
wavy.
should. It really would.
I would take that. Yeah, it makes sense. Like a head-on collision. I was right, wasn't
You're
I?
right.
Yeah. Happens pretty often.
Okay, all right.
A head-on collision. Punk and the Wise Man and the shade that they were throwing at each other, Roman and Punk, while Punk was in AEW, friendly shade, because Punk had a lot of. He did also show. They both showed mutual respect, I guess. And then Randy's just out for blood, literally.
Literally, yeah.
So,
Trying to get back in blood, man. Shit.
by the way, fucking shout out to Randy Orton. He came back. What is he?
Yoked.
He's 40 something
46, 7.
No,
Late
he's like,
40s?
he's like 42.
or early 40s.
No, he's
bro.
he's mid 40s.
He is 42, I think. You could, I'm gonna agree with Yeri on that one. But
Randy Orton is 43.
43. This motherfucker
43.
came back in like his top, like tip top shape.
Peak condition.
Yoked.
Never that much in shape in his life before.
Man, it's insane. Like, look at that guy. He looks like a line. Well, he doesn't look like a linebacker like that, but, bruh, he looks like a tight end, if anything.
And he restored like the fucking, I won't say attitude era, I'll say attitude era, ruthless aggression feeling when he just randomly decided to RKO SmackDown's GM.
Yeah, Nick Aldis.
For no
yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
Is he going to walk in a SmackDown with a neck brace?
And Mans went ahead and tweeted the next day, it really is out of nowhere. I fucking loved it. Everything about it. I was like, that's great.
It really is out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying. He's going to walk in with a neck brace and be like, Randy!
Like Adam, like Roger Strong.
Adam!
Jesus.
Samoa!
That
Joe.
there is some there. No, I should say there is some. There's definitely good stuff in AEW too, but like that is that's gold. I think that's very funny.
Samoa!
It's just over the top.
Joe.
It's just ridiculous.
That's a new one, and I can't.
And I think that's what I feel like. I feel like I've kind of learned. Whereas like AEW will always be the alternative. Like it's not going to be the same. I mean, it'll be kind of, but
Especially
like,
now.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What's up with the crowd stuff?
I really
don't
don't
know.
know. Maybe it's just because they give way too much.
I really don't want to speak
content.
Like the last thing I want to do is speak like ignorantly just off like shit that I'm seeing like on Twitter, but it's a
Sure.
lot.
It is. But
It's
I mean,
like so much in so many different cities, and it's like I understand the argument from like the AEW marks is like, oh, it's the hard cam side, but it's like WWE's hard cam side
Is always filled.
Is always filled.
Yep.
What the fuck is going
I
on?
think it's
Maybe they just don't want to fill that area.
That's bullshit though.
Oh, they don't wanna fill that
because
area regardless.
I've been to we've all been to AEW shows here.
yeah we have.
Yep.
Yep.
And they've filled that side before.
Yeah?
So
Yeah, no, they definitely
What
have.
is going on?
Unless they're taking it like right away when they get there, when no one is there yet. You know, they the bell time's like 7:30.
Well, no, I
They're
saw a
there.
video from Collision, I think, with Edge cutting a promo, and that must have been like mid show or towards the end of the show, and nobody was there.
Nobody was
I was
there.
like, bro, what is going
Yeah,
on?
I don't know. There probably is some validity to it, but I also know that being at like 3 AEW shows before already, and a Ring of Honor show that was filled to the fucking brim.
Though this area, I feel like
we gotta take it with a grain of salt.
this area is always this area is a very good wrestling area. Like New England, Boston, like it's there's cities or like areas where wrestling will always do well. I think it's here. It's like Chicago, New York,
lol.
Texas. Like there's definitely places, but I feel like these. Like, I read something. I don't know how true it is, but apparently Collision isn't even on in Canada. So I don't even know. I don't even know
fuck?
because they don't have TBS or TNT or whatever.
The fuck?
The
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is going on?
So that's why it was
Man, I
weird
ain't
that
going
they were
to
doing
Canada.
a collision in Montreal.
I ain't going to Canada.
Canada's fun.
Is it really? I heard it's just cold and a lot of people are assholes over there.
Vancouver.
People are
was
so
fun.
nice over there.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey
what I
man,
heard.
Will Ospreay said that Canadians are assholes, so I gotta go with my mans.
That's true. You gotta
That's
you
true,
gotta
you do.
go with Osprey
Did you
automatically.
see?
I'm
Did you see his him and the other English wrestler going at it on Instagram? This is like, bruv.
I don't know, man.
Every
But
fucking
come
6
on
seconds.
now. Will Ospreay kind of named it down like Jericho, asshole.
Yep. Don Callis,
Asshole.
asshole.
El Phantasmo,
Asshole.
asshole. Like Kenny might be an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
No,
Like,
we're not.
what is up with Canadians? Like, I don't know, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I think maybe they're, they have free healthcare, so that maybe they.
What's going on with the devil stuff while we're on AEW?
Oh.
Who is like I'm really like it's the whole Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy thing. I think it's just straight up MJF.
I'm thinking maybe it's Wardlow.
What?
I had that
Yeah.
notion because last week when MJF was attacked in the ring, that was a pretty big dude. I mean, I don't know if it was worth. I mean, I don't know.
You're referring to last week or this past?
last week when they had the big guy when they were surrounding the ring.
Okay.
I mean, but I will say like the henchmen around like the 4 people. I think it's going to be the Kingdom, Roddy, and Kyle O'Reilly, and eventually Adam Cole.
Well, how about Jungle Boy?
Could be Jungle
This
Boy.
just in from Cooge. Shout out to Cooge.
We got word in the street.
Ready?
He's in Cranston?
CM Punk is at the Edge in Cranston.
How we should probably leave here and go to Edge in Cranston. I mean, we're not gonna heckle him.
No.
But we're gonna be like, oh shit, it's Phil.
Are we going?
Yeah, I think it's time to end this episode.
It was seen on someone's story like 45 minutes ago. Guys, we're not marks. We just report. That's all. Promise.
I mean, we are only a 9-minute drive from where that is.
It was 45 minutes ago.
All right.
So I know how these things go down. I did meet Rhea Ripley at my gym, so it makes
That's true.
sense.
You did. Yeah.
You know, but
Well, they never go to those like.
my boy be at the gym, son.
Damn, yo.
Good old punker, Pepsi Phil.
Pepsi Phil.
Love it.
Well.
Shout out to Danhausen.
Yeah, man. Shout out Danhausen.
Cursed.
Yeah, we've been cursed.
Another toy collector like ourselves.
Danhausen's that guy, man. I love Danhausen.
Yeah. So the devil is Wardlow.
It could be Wardlow. It could be Jungle Boy. That's another theory that I have.
I don't like that though. That would
Yeah.
be so fucking trash.
Yeah, I don't think Jungle Boy would be.
Also, I think Jungle Boy's gonna come back and he's gonna be a babyface again.
Nobody thinks MJF. Like I really smell an MJF. Like, guys, I'm a fucking asshole. What did you expect?
Yeah.
Thing coming. Like, I really do, and I hope it happens.
The greatest thing the devil ever did was make people think he didn't exist.
Amen.
I mean, but then I don't know. He's still out here acting scumbaggy. It's not like we're really
fair.
We're not really
Kinda,
taking his side. Like,
but-
come on, now, did you see that fucking heated exchange that he had with Hangman yesterday? Like, my man was torching him, and I'm like, damn. But obviously, they both brought up some good points. But I digress.
Orton was at Providence Place Mall. I'm so
Orton
mad.
was, really?
I hate hearing things like this.
Dude, when I worked at the mall, I missed every wrestler that ever fucking went there. And like apparently, at one time when we were still doing Main Event Club, Paige and someone else went into Vans, and I missed it, and I was very upset.
I know
remember you telling me about that.
Dakota Kai is somewhere in this state right now.
Did you? Oh, probably, yeah.
I missed
Dakota, I'm gonna find you.
I missed Seth
Dakota
Rollins and Becky Lynch at Nitro Bar one morning.
Oh, really?
Because I literally, it was like one of those like stretches where I was getting coffee there like every other day.
Yeah.
And I went this one morning and they were like there like fucking 44 minutes before me. And I was like, bro, why?
What the fuck? Yeah. Oh,
That
that's the
would be
worst.
great. But, you know, we're not marks.
No, we're not. We're not.
No, we
we're
are not.
Not at
We
all.
can compose ourselves. We're men. We're gentlemen.
We at the very least, it's like oh, hey, bye.
Yeah.
It's not like
No.
oh, come sign all this shit so I could post it online.
Oh
and
yeah,
fucking
no,
whatever.
y'all, you fat fucks need to stop that at the
Yeah,
airport.
you gotta stop.
Cut the shit.
Fat fucks. I mean,
No.
I'm a fat fuck, but I mean, I
Okay,
have some
sorry.
dignity.
Like
No.
have some shame, please.
was cool
Bring
that-
back shame.
Bring back shame. Shout out to
yeah.
Cooge.
Yeah, bring back
Bring
shame.
back shame. But
And
that was cool
deodorant.
that Randy Orton signed that thing for that kid on Monday.
That was awesome.
That was.
I mean, but that's cool. Like that kid wasn't heckling him at a
No,
fucking
I
airport.
know,
like
I know.
wait from like, oh my god,
That's what I'm
please sign
saying.
this so I
That
can pay
shit's
my rent.
crazy. We gotta stop that. Like when
Yeah.
I met Rhea,
Guys,
I don't
come
know if
on.
we covered this. Like we talked about it briefly when
we
we were
talked about it
podcasting
briefly.
before. But when I met Rhea, it was like, yo, can you just like send a video message to my daughter? She loves
Right.
you, and that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like other than that, if I've met wrestlers other than outside of like signings, if I see a wrestler, I'm like, yo, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to harass them. You say, "Hey, thanks for what you do. I'm a big fan," And, you know, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they don't really want to talk wrestling.
Yeah.
They want to talk about real shit.
Yeah.
They're people too, you know?
Be like, hey, Randy, you want to go smoke this J?
It is hard to see past that because, I mean, obviously we just see wrestlers, but like.
Yeah. I really would like to smoke a J with Randy now. Now that I really
I'd like
think
to
about it.
smoke a J with Van Damme. That'd be fun.
Randy smokes weed.
I mean, he kind of hinted at it. Like, I forgot. I think.
Oh, Jelly Roll when he was like,
Yeah,
yes,
he's like,
yeah.
"Woo!"
Yeah, he dapped up Jelly Roll. He goes,
And
"What
Jelly
the-"
Roll be smoking like
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
Yeah.
What did he say? I forgot about that.
He was like, "Ooh, what's that smell?" And like,
Yeah, he was like, "Ooh, what's that smell?"
Yeah.
And it
that
wasn't
was
like
funny.
he was happy about it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was happy about it.
Word.
I'm pretty
Word.
sure Randy does be,
My
do
boy
be getting
Randy,
high. Like,
yeah.
I don't think his
I
wife's
could
a
see him
stickler.
after like a good fucking chest day, like just laying up on the couch and being like, all right, let me fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
wind down.
Like, and his kids are old enough where he can talk to them about that
Yeah,
type of
probably.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think his oldest kid is like maybe like 15.
What does he
16?
have? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah,
He
it's
has like 3
or 4
kids, yeah, and they're all like.
My boy be like.
popping them out.
I mean, he's been married.
He's got multiple
twice.
BMs.
No, I think it's
No,
just the one.
no. He only has. This is the
Or
second
two,
marriage
or
that he's
two.
in right now,
Two.
and I think
So
that's
2
where his
BMs.
oldest kid comes from.
2
Yeah.
BMs.
Yeah.
It's just like me.
I mean, but he's still married to one of them. Like, but yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Gary. All right.
Well, I mean,
My
you got to
bad,
get at least a
damn.
couple more kids out of it. So I mean,
I don't think he wants more kids.
No.
no. I know.
He's 43. He shouldn't have more kids.
Oh, I thought we were talking
I
about,
want to talk
me,
about him.
but-
Oh, him or you? Oh, I don't know about you, man.
That's the sound they make. Yeah.
Hey, man, we're bringing back legit heat after dark pretty soon.
We are.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
is very after dark. This
That's
setup
true, it is.
took fucking
Literally is.
forever, but I love it.
But it
But
looks
we
beautiful.
mean like after dark. Like it can get real raunchy in this
Yeah,
bitch.
real sexual.
Way too sexy.
What was that show? What was that show that always came on
Yo.
late night? It was like Taxi Cab Confessions.
Taxi cab.
You ever watch that shit?
Oh
Yo,
my
you
God.
bringing it way
Yo.
back. Oh God, that show
Remember that
really
shit?
got.
And then like the Skinamax show like comes on right after that.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
It's fine.
What was the one on Skinamax?
It was like it was like yeah, it was
Co-ed something.
co-ed
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
Oh
Showing
my
our
God!
age.
Weird shit.
On the
Showing
black
our
box.
age right
On the
now.
black, yeah, hell yeah.
On the black
Hell yeah.
box.
Hell yeah, yeah.
I blame Candace Michelle and shit. You know,
Why do you blame her?
Growing up with that type of horny stuff that we were exposed to as kids.
I will say the
Oh, man.
early 2000s, yeah, Dawn Marie, Candace Michelle, Tori
I
Wilson,
saw Candace
Michelle
Michelle on the
McCool.
Skinamax
Michelle
randomly.
McCool,
Maurice.
Maurice.
I remember
Melina.
me and my brother were like up late, like brothers do, and just, you know, oh, let's go check this channel. I'll see what's on tonight.
If we
Skinamax.
move the antenna just the right way, we can maybe get a clear picture.
Skinamax, the fucking, I'm sure you guys had it out here. It wasn't just a New York thing. The black
Yeah,
box.
black
It
box,
was
yeah.
like
Yep.
it was like the fucking Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Back
Yep.
in the day.
Yep.
And we had Skinamax because of that, because our parents were not rich. And we saw Candace Michelle one night. We were like, that's fucking Candace Michelle.
Well, I mean, that's when they were still doing Playboy, so I mean, that makes
Yo!
sense.
Yeah.
He's like,
Realization, and then all right, let's get to it.
Let's fucking
You
get
got
to
you
it.
got about. It's not like how it is now. You had about like
You had
what,
like a 30-second, 45-second
yeah,
window.
that's
you
it.
really did.
That's it.
And then
But
it
they
was
would
a
always
wrap.
show,
You didn't have a fucking 20 to 40-minute video on your phone where you
exactly.
can like, you know, move,
Pause it and
move it
No,
around.
they
No,
would show you like
had-
half a titty,
yeah,
and that was
that's
about
it.
it.
Just half a titty.
This is fucking insane. All right, guys.
As this turned into
We went off the
taking a-
rails, but that's what you
I feel
get.
like-
we
I feel like
back,
after
bitch.
I feel like after
We are
towards,
so
towards
back.
the end of it, we just started getting to the
We are three 90s attitude era kids. What
True.
the fuck do you expect?
yeah, that's fair.
Damn straight.
Listen, we're excited. We have, we're excited. I'm big. I had my final call on the last topic. I think MJF is the devil, but we will see.
We'll see.
I know you guys are big on
I'm gonna-
Wardlow, and
I mean, I don't think Wardlow's a devil, but I think it's going to be like a
He's
combination of
involved.
yeah, Wardlow's involved, yeah, but I think the devil is either Adam Cole or Britt Baker.
all right. I'm gonna leave us off with something
No?
until next week.
All right.
And I know not everybody's gonna like this,
Oh
All right,
Jesus.
here we go.
but I'm kind of riding the swerve train right now.
Ooh. You swerve when you drive?
Yeah, I really am. I'm a believer in that's probably a big reason.
Prince Nana over here.
Sometimes stupid fucking things in wrestling
Yeah.
make me love
Yes.
someone.
It's-
I don't
it's
know.
That's what I'm saying.
And he's talented.
He is.
He is talented.
He is very talented.
He's not fucking like
He's not. You know, like a Shawn Michaels or like
no
a Kenny
no,
Omega.
Nobody's Shawn
No.
Michaels, but
You
you
know?
know, like yeah.
But he's very talented.
I heard him say. I heard him. I don't know what podcast he was on or if it was on a show, but he said he was going to be the first black AEW World Champion. I'm all for that.
I'm here for that.
I'm all for it too. This is the best place to have that opportunity.
And
so, yeah.
I'll leave this point out here for next week too. We can make sure to get back on this, but I really do think that there's reasonings behind all of these pieces coming in. Swerve saying that our boy the bruv man getting signed. I think MJF's gone, bro. I think Tony's and Edge coming in too. I think Tony's getting ready to lose that man.
They haven't promoted him for All In next year, and they've been promoting everybody.
MJF, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it next week, Gary.
See you next week, guys.
We will see you next week.
Later, Gators.